doesn't matter. You're not just, fuck these guys, we're going home today. The other points of dominance. The first guy in the room always takes 2 points of dominance. Like corners, those 2 corners. If we're stacked along this wall here, and I'm number 1 guy, it's completely up to me on where I want to go. Everybody else falls in behind. So you're going to peel off into the room. This is a button hook. Doing this would be a button hook. First guy doesn't necessarily want to be doing a button hook. So just turn right here and slow you down. That's better for the second guy to be doing. But like I said, it's all, everybody else follows where number 1 guy goes. So there's a door here, you got to breach the door. There's lots of different things that can come into play. You know, door opens that way, door opens in. All, you know, in America, all exterior doors open out to the building code, fire code, right? The rest of the world, they don't really fucking care. So, we get a couple guys, we get 4 guys up here. Dotty dotty anybody. Okay. Make it easier. So like I was saying, first guy in the room is going to take 2 corners. Now that we've changed this, I'm number 1 dude, and I'm taking 2 corners. I'm going to go in, I'm going to go this direction, tie off, stop about right here. Maybe right here. Not all the way in the corner. But now, I have a sector of fire from there to there. The second dude will come in, and he'll end up having a button hook, because I would go that way myself, and take 1 corner, maybe even a little bit more. You gotta remember, you got a guy over here with his weapon coming towards you now, but his sector of fire is from right here to that corner. And just how I was telling you guys earlier, when you set up like in an ambush, team leader would come down and say, this is your sector fire, this is your sector of fire, where your sectors of fire are staggered in between your teammates in the room. Alright? And I'll point that out more as we get going. So third guy coming in the room will be coming this direction. And like I said, you don't necessarily want to be in the corner. Yeah, please, that would help out. Third guy in the room, you're third, you're number 3. Number 4, you can, if you're going to bring a saw gunner with you, keep them towards the back, or either 3 or 4 is my recommendation. It's nice to have a saw in the room, but also being a saw gunner is a little more cumbersome, got some heavier shit to deal with, and you don't want them first second. Alright? And also a saw can be placed immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be right at the door, still full security onward. Now this is a 1-room small building, alright? That's what we're dealing with right now. You have a hallway, the same way. We're coming this way down the hallway. That's our direction of travel. We set this room up. Security can still, saw gunner, you can still peer out the hallway and down the hall to where you haven't been yet. Alright? After you get in the room, the team leader would request an up. So you get your team leader status.
Status.
Left up.
Right up.
Left up. 1, 2, 3, 4 works good.
Okay, that works. Status 1.
2.
3.
3.
4 up. Alright.
Excellent.
Alright, we're good. So now we got to continue on, follow on missions. You can come out of the room, get together. Team leader, you can check your dudes, make sure everybody's good. Saw gunner's still pulling security, or whoever your 4th guy is at the door. And regroup. Now if you're continuing on to another building, to another room, you want, if this is always because of size of the teams and whatnot, but if at all possible, you want to leave a guy in a room. It can be just 1 guy in a small room like this pulling security. Because if you go forward and don't leave security, when you come back this way, if this is the only way back out, you have to clear each room back out. Alright, so like I said, you might end up getting to where you're running low on dudes, and towards the end, so maybe, last 2 rooms, alright, we're all good, now let's get back out that way instead of leaving a That makes sense to everyone?
Gotta cover your face.
Fatal funnel. Like you brought up, first guy getting shot in the door or whatever. If you end up with a man down in the doorway, second guy has to go through that dude. Over him, push him out of the way, doesn't matter. Do not get this, it's a fatal funnel for a reason. It's one point you guys are all coming and all the bullets are coming back. You want to get out of the doorway and in your points of dominance, 1, 2, 3, 4, as fast as possible. Alright. And then McGee.
Yeah.
What are we doing for the purpose of this? Transitioning for room
No.
clearing. Okay, good. So, same thing. Come in the room, gotten your ups, no one's hit, no one busted their rifle coming through the door, and you go and move to your next objective. Now, hopefully, you have more than one team with you. More than 4 dudes. It's not like 4 dudes clearing 3 buildings. Just like before where we have a support and assault elements. I guess I should talk about that. Alright. You guys are here, you've assaulted the first building. Second, Bravo team from first squad is now moving to the next room. And then you guys would leapfrog buildings or rooms, depending. Does that make sense to everyone? Yes? Okay.
Corners?
Corners?
Corner door?
Oh, well, the only difference with corner door, this is still 1 corner, 2 corners. So even, just because there's not an actual corner right here, this still counts as 1 point, second point, right? Does that make sense? You don't have the physical feature right there screwing with you. Like, yeah, so number 1 guy, I go in, 1 corner, 2 corner. All right, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. And then Chris goes second, he goes the opposite?
Yeah, he would go
Then you go the opposite.
You still here, and I
you.
try and,
Everybody's
as you get into the
the shuffle.
room and whatever, I'm making sure there's enough room and we're not right next to each other to hug a hand grenade together. Okay. All right. But like I said, don't get your back in a corner. Also, and it happens with bullets, and I've seen it happen with airsoft. Rounds travel down walls. All right. If you shoot along a wall, it's going to skirt along the edge of the wall. So in a hallway inside a room, you don't want to be up against the wall, because if a round travels down the wall, you're going to get hit. All right. So you're about to step off the wall. You're inside. We're all good. Status.